So, what kind of real estate agent are you? And maybe that's a question you can ask yourself as we head into the weekend here. It's really interesting to hear a lot of, and self admitted, I do it sometimes as well. Mortgage rates are high, buyers are not committing right now, there's no inventory. There's a lot of the negative headlines out there, and we kind of have these tapes that we're replaying in our heads right now. But are you the type of agent that is creative and positive and is utilizing concepts with your lending partner right now to help educate and cut through all the noise to really show payments right now in this market? Because that's what buyers are buying, is payments. And again, they don't buy prices. So as an agent, if we are kind of accepting our fate by all of the negativity out there with the elections and the tariffs and everything, and we don't have our blinders on and we're just going to work and executing our plan, we're going to be mercy to the market in terms of our success this year. There is a lot of activity happening right now. And are you working with your lending partner? Hopefully it can be, our team, where we can strategize with you on creatively showing how we can get credits again from the seller to get these buyers' payments down. There's examples in the video below in your email on how you can do that and some of the things that we're successfully doing, even in a situation where there might be another offer or two. We just need to find out what the net is to the seller, and we can always bump up the purchase price to absorb and get these types of concessions. With our full underwriting that we get on every client, our 10-day close, and our ability to waive financing contingencies for a lot of our clients, sellers are still willing to take our offer, knowing they're a sure thing. Even if they have to bump up the price, maybe we won't have any appraisal issues depending on their down payment. And it's not something that we have to accept as our fate that, we can't do that based on this specific situation. We can't get seller credits, or the buyer's not even willing to see what's out there based on what they perceive their payment to be. Be the agent that is proactive, creative, has a really good attitude towards, let's manufacture transactions right now that are in the best interest of our buyers and our sellers, and we can make deals happen right now. But you want to bring in a lending partner to be able to do that, because we are able to take these, again, complex topics, subjects, and break them down into ways that a consumer can understand. That's our passion, and that's what we're really good at. And that will help you get that buyer into contract. Below, you'll also see there's 4 questions that can tell you a lot right now with where you're at in your life. We talked about this in a sales meeting this week at our company. Very impactful. It kind of hit me pretty hard. Question 1, when you wake up in the morning, do you expect today to have many joys or many frustrations? Ask yourself that question over the weekend. Number 2, when presented with an opportunity, do you have a bias towards action, or do you tend to postpone your decisions? Are we procrastinating on our business plan? Are we making excuses for ourselves right now? When things go well for others, do you enjoy cheering them on, or do you hate to hear about their success? That's a tough one. I'm competitive. I hate losing. But do we have a scarcity mindset or a abundant mindset? Do we wish well for others and their success, even though we might be struggling and not doing as well? We only need to compare ourselves from yesterday to today. Are we getting better every day? To compare is to despair. My dad would always tell me that, and it's true. Comparing ourselves to others is kind of I think it's just a waste of time and energy. Get better every day, focus on yourself, and that should be your mission in just improving on a daily basis. And lastly, when things go wrong, do you believe it is your responsibility to improve the situation, or do you like to blame others? Accountability is missing in our culture right now. It's missing a lot on the sales side. Sometimes we tend to want to blame others if something goes sideways. Are we taking accountability for our actions, for the decisions that we make, or are we blaming others? I think these were 4 questions that I found very impactful to ask myself on how I can become better as a person and as a mortgage professional, I'd encourage you to sit down and maybe ask those of yourself if you have some time this weekend on how you can, reset, maybe second quarter coming up for 2025. Maybe you need to reset expectations or get your head on straight so that you can be the person you're capable of being, hitting your goals, and make sure that you don't assume that something can't happen right now in this market. We're creating a lot of strange opportunities that we didn't know could happen when it comes to helping buyers get into homes. There's so many different examples. So if you have a buyer who's just been stagnant and they feel like they're maybe not getting the education they need, their wheels are spinning, and you're having a hard time getting them to understand that, based on what you know about them, they should be able to be a homeowner by now. Have them talk to me. I would love to kind of give them maybe a fresh perspective. If you have any dormant, kind of stale listings that aren't moving, contact me. I'll run a payment affordability breakdown on your specific listing and show you maybe some other ways on how we could get that to move. Feel free to call me if you need anything over the weekend. Cheers to your success, and we'll see you next week.